everyone, it's Bee here from Little Miss Bee Crafts. A little bit of a shorter video today, hopefully, just to show you some cards and some off the page makes that I've made using the Papercraft Essentials magazine, issue 163, and in it was this lovely set. So you got an embossing folder, you got some stamps, and also this little bee die here, and it was such a lovely set of things to work with that I thought I'd set myself a challenge and try and make 10 things using all the stamps, the embossing folder and the die out of this set, because I don't know about you, but I buy these magazines, craft magazines, and then I might use, say, the embossing folder and then it goes in a drawer and I don't use it again. So my challenge for myself was to make 10 things using everything out of the Papercraft magazine. So that's what the video is about today. I want to show you the things that I've made and hopefully you'll be inspired. So these are the projects that I've made using the embossing folder, as well as the bee die and things, but this was the main things that I used to make these cards. So this was a very simple card. All I did was put the black ink over this part, it's called letterpressing I think, over this part of the folder, put the craft cardstock, so it's craft cardstock that I've put in, and put it in and ran it through the embossing, through your die cut machine, your die machine, and yeah, so it leaves this quite nice effect on the card. Like I said, it's it's craft card just with black ink put through the embossing folder, and then I've put a little die cut out of craft card, and this has got clear embossing powder melted on top of it, so it's made it look a little bit enamelled really. Die cut a hexagon out of my own stash, use the Be Happy stamp that comes with the set, a little flower, little black flower that was in my own stash, yeah, and then just mounted it onto black card. Very simple, very easy to do, but I think it makes quite a nice effect really, the black and the craft card. So that was using the embossing folder. This one was also using the embossing folder. It's craft card. I put white pigment ink all over the embossing folder before I ran it through the die cut machine, through your whatever machine you want to use. This is just a die cut from my own stash. The stamp in the middle, thanks, is from the magazine, one of the freebies, and I just cut, I just wanted some different colours, so I've cut them all out in purples and pinks and put them around the die cut and made little easel card. I've put 3 of the bees here to act as a stopper and used some nice purple paper, some pattern paper that I had in my stash. Yeah, so that was another thing, so an easel card. So that was that one. This one, I put the embossing folder on a piece of acetate. I don't know if you can see that. I don't know if it's picking up. If you can actually see that the acetate, there you go, the acetate is embossed as well. So it's a shaker card. So I've used the stamp, Be Happy stamp from the set, with die cut 2 of the bees, one in gold and one in black to go with the colour scheme, and then just made a normal shaker card, and just there is a couple of bees in there as well. Don't know if you can, there you go, there's one bee, there's a black bee and a gold bee inside as well as the shape to make things in the shaker. Let me just try that might be, I don't know if it's glaring too much on it. There you go, that might be a bit better. Yeah, so that one was quite easy to make, black and gold, another one. This one I used oranges and bronze colours, just another different colour scheme. This was put through the embossing folder, this time with Versamark ink, clear ink, through the put on this side again, and then I used this Wow embossing powder, which is beautiful. It's called Golden Flame, and it really is. It's like a coppery effect. On would stand up. So when I'd run it through the embossing folder, I then shook the embossing powder all over it, over these. This was a square piece of paper like the others, and then heated it, and this is the effect. And then these again are craft card, little bees cut out, clear embossing powder, heated, and they make it look quite enamelly, I think. Yeah, so this was a nice kind of orange, and then it's got sparkle glitter card underneath as well. So that's that one. But if you can pick up the sparkle, there you go. So it's all oranges and craft and everything. So they were the ones that I used the embossing folder with. I also cut this. I did black card, and again used the Wow Golden Flame embossing powder. Put the Versamark clear ink on the embossing folder before I put it in. Ran the black card, so you can see the black coming through. It's just, and then the actual bronze. It might be a bit better. You can see the black a bit more on that one, and the bronze Golden Flame embossing powder. And then I just made cut them into 2¼ inch squares, and made a little milk carton out of craft card. Put the bee there, and then these are just little flowers that I've got from my own stash. Yeah, so very easy to make. Yeah, so that was that one as well. The next card I made was just using the bee dye, and I think it looks really, really effective. I'm really liking this one. I've just cut the bee several times out of yellow and black cardstock, and then just stuck them on a white piece of paper, which I mounted onto a yellow piece of paper, and then the actual black card. Put a yellow band across. The birthday wishes are from the stamp set again. Yeah, so I just think it looks quite effective, and quite a quick and easy, simple card to make, clean and simple. So yeah, that was just using the bee dye. So I hope you like that one. It's nice and bright and very bee in the black and the yellows. The next card I made was I used the stamps. So in the stamp set, just get it here. You get this like grasses, the grasses here, and you get this little like flowers. So I used some Distress Oxides. I used the cracked pistachio, and I used the faded jeans. So I blended them as the background first and let that dry, just with the sponge blenders on craft cardstock. I haven't used Distress Oxides before, and they're fantastic. I really enjoyed using them. So I let that dry, and then I used the stamps here, the two stamps that are in here, as kind of a background. And then this butterfly, again, I just used the cracked pistachio and the faded jeans to stamp it. The butterfly's in here as well. So I stamped it in the faded jeans with a little bit of the cracked pistachio just sprayed on top, and then fussy cut it out and put it at the top. And I just thought it was quite a nice, either a sympathy card, or if somebody's not feeling too well, thinking of you. This is in the stamp set as well. So I just did this in silver, cut it in a circle from my own stash, and again laid it on some craft card. And I just think it's a nice card just to let somebody know that they're thinking of you, that you're thinking of them. So it was really nice to, again, a nice card to make. Very simple, very easy. The last three things that I made are again using the stamps and a technique that I'd seen on the internet. Tim Holtz doing it himself, and I thought, oh, I'll have a go. I hadn't tried it before, and it's using the distress inks on photo paper, glossy photo paper, and I had so much fun doing this. It was absolutely brilliant. I loved it, and I'll do a tutorial on this, I think, because I just love doing it, and I think if you haven't seen it, it's really fun to do, and you get such a good effect. So I did the distress inks in the background, then I put the gold embossing powder around the sides, gold embossed the dragonfly out of the set again, used the love, it says with love on the stamp set, but I just used the love for a little thing and made it into a little mason jar card, so it's just a little gift card for somebody. But I really enjoyed making these. The background, it was just brilliant to make, so I think I'll do a little tutorial on how to make these. Yes, that's that one. And then from the same paper again that I've done, I just made this little note card again, the same background, and then just die cut a little hexagon and did the love again on this one. So yeah, it's just a little note card, and the gold embossed dragonflies. And then the last one was the same. This is the photo paper again, the glossy photo paper, but this time the die cuts, the leftover from the die cuts that I'd made for the bees, I used as a stencil. So again, I did the Tim Holtz, used the oxide. This time I used the worn lipstick, wilted violet, and the cracked pistachio and faded jeans again. So they were the distress oxides that I used, and I've used this is just the whole photo paper. I haven't cut it down or anything. Again, I've put the gold embossing around the sides just to make it look a bit more, just to give it an extra edge at the end, so it just doesn't, it just finishes it off. But yeah, this was just with some black Versamark ink through the paper that I'd used to cut out the bees. Used it as a stencil, cut this die out that was in my own stash, and this is an old to new stamp, and it says "Don't quit your daydream," and I'm going to be using this this book as an art journal. I want to really start to do an art journal, so I thought it was brilliant to use for the front of that. So yeah, so they're all the things that I've made with this little stamp set and die and embossing folder, and I'm really pleased that it's a really versatile set of stamps and embossing folder and die, and the magazine itself has got lots and lots of ideas as well in it. So it's Papercraft Essentials 163, and it's absolutely packed with lots of different ideas. There's ideas on how to use your actual stamps as well. Try and find them there. So there's lots of ideas on how to use your stamps and things, so I'd really recommend if you can get hold of it, and hopefully I've inspired you to make some things. Thank you for today, for listening, and for looking at my video, and hopefully you'll try some. Okay, thanks a lot, bye.